guys, Long Haul Larry and Big Blue. We're heading over to our pickup here in Fort Worth. I've been here before, and you got to come right down through here. It's all it's brick. The streets are brick down here. It's really surprising they let trucks come through here. And it's all like the stockyards. I just drove past the stockyards. It's right here, right in town. Dude, you just gotta dive out there. This guy's been sitting here for a whole life. But you can see it's all like Western stuff here, you know. Handmade boots, the general store. There's the H3 Ranch, steaks, ribs, rainbow trout, you know. Finally, this guy is turning. Oh my goodness. I've actually been there for 2 light cycles. And there was a car in front of him. And it took that car a whole light cycle to get across there, just like that took that guy. But I've been here before, I believe. I didn't know the name of the place. My boss sent me the stuff that said PRW. But I believe I've been here before, because I've come through here before. Come on, peoples. Make up your mind here. That I have been here before. And I believe it wasn't too bad. But you can see up here, see how it has a cow crossing? Because the stockyards are right off to my left here. And so I actually think, because it's all like fenced in over there and stuff, fences. Right there is the Iron Horse Trail. It's pretty cool. But right here is the River Ranch Stockyards on the right. I believe it's going to be up here on the left, if I remember correctly. So that's Ash Grove. Don't know what Ash Grove means, but I believe it's this place right here. Yep, Premier Refrigerated Warehouse, PRW. Oop, find the gear, Larry, where we cut off this car here. Alrighty. So we are here. Yeah, this is the place I was before. So I have a 1 o'clock appointment. I'm still early, but not terrible. I'm 50 minutes early. So we'll park over here, go walk in and check in. Look, guys, what do you think? I would have to say another Celadon truck. You can see all the air is out of it. So she's been sitting there for a little bit. Another Celadon truck left in a truck stop. That could be like a full-time job, just driving around the country, flying around the country, returning Celadon trucks. Well, guys, we are in Cole Township, Pennsylvania, and we are empty. I got in here last evening, and I actually parked right down here on the side of the road. And went to sleep. Slept here all night long. pulled in here this morning and got empty, no problems. Didn't even have a lumper bill. That was good. We are kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. To get to this coal township, I mean, this Reinhardt here, it's out here. Here, I'll even show it to you on my GPS. You can kind of see it. We're kind of out here ways. You can see how far we got to go through these little country roads to get to 81 there. But we're heading to our next spot, which is going to be Venturi Foods. And I'm trying to remember the name of the city, Chambersburg or something like that. Yeah, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Got 118 miles to go. I have a 2 p.m. appointment there. And taking off right now, I'm going to show myself arriving at 1 p.m. So I'll be an hour early for my appointment. Just perfect. Wow. There's like a pretty good sized hill right here on the left. I want to back up so bad, but I got a truck coming way back behind me. It's a pretty good sized hill right alongside of me, and they had where they stripped all the trees for a power line. I think they're putting over the top of the hill, and then they like stripped it, and then they actually, I think they like took it all down, and then they like planted grass or something. It looks really smooth, no tree stumps or nothing, and it had like little berms going all down the hill. I'm guessing probably for erosion or stuff going down the hill, you know, water rolling down the hill. They had all these little berms like every probably 25 feet or so, and it looked like about a 2 to 3 foot high little berm going crosswise across the mountain. And I was thinking, boy, you get yourself some snow on there, that'd be fun, ripping up that thing with a sled. Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Or grabbing an inner tube and coming down the other way. Woohoo! You'd have a jump about every 20, 30 feet. It'd be funny to see how far you can make it. Stop rattling over there. Something in my glove box I think is rattling. Pennsylvania here is actually under a winter weather advisory. When I was coming in here last night, there was all kinds of signs and stuff. Winter weather advisory Monday AM. So it's kind of like that right there on the right, except it was a lot higher. That'd be fun. Kind of crazy how you go from, you know, downtown Fort Worth to where I loaded this thing, and then us, and poof, here I am in the back, you know, hills of Pennsylvania. I've actually been back here one other time. I delivered here once. I think it wasn't that long after I started with ADL. I brought a load up here. And I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I actually got to meet a subscriber. He lived somewhere nearby here. And he came on out and visited with me. He's a cool guy. Sat there and had a conversation. Mount Carmel. makes me miss the chicken loads going back into West Virginia, this road here. Same type of deal, going back in there, little country roads. I think this one's a little bigger though. That one had some pretty good drop-offs right alongside the road. Well, I was going to be, I don't know, there was all kinds of, me and the boss were going back and forth about different stuff. I am going to be taking off New Year's Eve. I'm going on a little snowmobile trip / look at some property. I've been talking with a couple people that have some properties for sale and stuff up in Upper Michigan. And I'm going to be taking a trip up there, doing snowmobiles and looking at property and stuff, and just taking a little bit of time off. And I'm also going to be home for Christmas. I got to be home for Christmas this year. Last year, I actually didn't do that. I didn't do the Christmas thing. I actually worked. And last year, if you guys remember, that's when Big Blue, the engine Blue, was getting rebuilt on Big Blue. And I didn't actually have a truck, and I was not recording at all. Because I wasn't supposed to mention that the truck was in the shop and there was warranty stuff going on and everything else. So boss didn't want me to talk about it, so I was actually in Baby Blue driving, and I told him, I said, well, you can just leave me off, I don't really care. And he was like, no, I got everybody else's off, I need somebody to work. And he goes, can you work? Would it be okay? And I said, okay, fine. So I decided to drive and stuff, and I was out driving over Christmas. But this year, Thanksgiving is very important to me and my family. For 25 years, my parents have been traveling every winter, and Thanksgiving was like the one time a year when everybody got together. It was always the big deal. And everybody would always get together, and we'd have this big Thanksgiving dinner. We all get to see each other, so that was the one to be there. Christmas, once my kids have grown and stuff, they got their own families and stuff. We call each other, everything else. We see each other for the town stuff, but it really has never been a big celebration because pretty much everybody in our family, everybody gets together for Thanksgiving, but then on Christmas they go off and celebrate their own Christmases with their other families and stuff because people are married and stuff, And so that's the way it's been for years and stuff. But my daughter over in Minnesota, she was not able to come back this year. Her mother-in-law kind of said, you always leave for Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday, we want Thanksgiving this year. So my daughter said, okay. So this year she spent Thanksgiving over in Minnesota, and I stopped in there and saw her. But she's coming back for Christmas. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do for Christmas. Probably just have a meal or something like that. Just get together. But so I am gonna be home for Christmas. So I talked to the boss about it and said, okay, I need to be home for Christmas. And then New Year's Day, I'm taking off on a snowmobile, whatever kind of trip you want to call it. I don't know. I may even go skiing. I've been thinking about that too. I haven't done that in a little while. I kind of feel an urge to maybe go ski too. But so I told him all this stuff, and he's trying to work it out. And Big Blue needs some work done on him. It needs to go in my shop. It's stuff that I can't really do out here on the road. It needs to go in the shop. So, and it's more than just a day of work. So it's not like I can come home and in between loads I can do it. This is going to be a few days. It's going to be tearing stuff apart, having to run around and get parts, blah, blah, blah. Alright, what are we doing here, guys? We got people here, there. So he was actually talking about me picking up a load, going back to Wisconsin, and then actually taking off until after Christmas. And I told him, I said, that's fine. I says, but I'm just going to let you know, because Christmas is a Wednesday. I says, Thursday, you're probably going to load me. And I can't do a full run because I got to be back New Year's Day. I'm leaving. So he tried to move some things around, and we talked a little bit about it and stuff. Turns around, what he's going to do is I'm going to do this load. I think, I don't know what I'm doing after this. I'm guessing that I'm probably going to pick up in Indianapolis and go to Sheboygan, Wisconsin. But I'm heading over to Venturi Foods right now, pick this up, and this is delivering into Indianapolis in the morning. And then after that, I'm guessing I'll be taking some to Sheboygan, and then I'm going to reload right away, and I'm going to be taking off, and I'm going to head to Texas, and then he's going to do a load coming back east, but he's going to have me just run it to the yard and drop it. And I'm going to drop this at the yard, and then either, I don't know, maybe pick up an empty, or maybe he's going to have a preloaded trailer or whatever, and then I'm going to turn around and just beeline him back from Wisconsin and deliver Tuesday, Christmas Eve. I'm going to deliver probably someplace, I don't know, Cotamawak, who knows. But I'll be delivering that Christmas Eve. And then I'm guessing I'll be off for 2 weeks. And I'll probably take the Christmas with my family and stuff, maybe the day after or whatever. And then I'm going to tear into Big Blue and do a bunch of work. I want to get a bunch of stuff done. I want to get Big Blue all fixed up. One time in the shop, get it all fixed up. So that's the plan. Yep, that is the plan. And I'm even going to go look at another sailboat too. I did buy that sailboat. I could get out of it yet. I have till like probably April. It is mine. But I'm going to keep looking and see if I find something maybe a little better. I gave him a $500 deposit, but I don't know if he'd give it back to me or not. If I just said, hey, I don't want the boat anymore. I don't know. But it's got that one little problem on it, and I'm kind of concerned about it a little bit. Even if it does have a broken rib in it, I can fix it, but I think I'm just going to keep my eyes open and keep looking around. And see if I could find something maybe even a little better. I don't know. I don't want something real good though, because I want to actually kind of do a remodel of the boat. I want to tear it all apart and redo the boat. A couple different reasons. One is so I can learn all about the boat, and number two is because I can make videos about it and stuff, and rebuilding the boat and everything. So there you go. It's a nice little drive through the country, you know. We're gonna have a pretty good climb coming up here, but Big Blue won't have a problem. Big Blue's empty, so. Now that sign said Walmart something 7. Did you see that? I'm gonna tell you right now, if you come up here, a GPS, if you put in a Walmart location right up here, it will actually have you turn right up here in the road. And I did that once. Oh, do not do that. I was in a serious bad situation. And the thing is, they routes you all back through there, and then as soon as you turn this little road that's supposed to take you up to Walmart, it's probably a straight, like, 40-degree uphill. You make the turn, and it's a straight up. And signs all over the place. No trucks, no trucks. And as soon as you turn on the road, hello. This is. Okay, I don't know who you are, but okay. Are you there? Yes, are you there? Okay, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead and ask me. Empty with what? Which load do you think I'm on? I don't know who you are. I don't know. Okay, so I'm picking up in Chambersburg is what you're talking about. Okay. Yes, I am empty and I'm heading to Chambersburg. I will arrive there at 1:06, my GPS says. I'm fine. I got plenty to get to Indianapolis. Looks like a pickup number is 366-895. Okay. All right, bud. Okay, let's talk about what just happened. You guys heard me. I get so frustrated with these brokers. For one thing, the guy called me up. You know, these loads that I'm delivering and stuff, I don't know who the company is. I'm not given that information. I work for my boss. And so I don't know who the broker is. And sometimes I have brokers call me, I have people call me up. Hey, this is Tom. Is this Larry? Yes, it's Larry. Hey, are you empty? Where are you? I'm not giving that information out. I don't know who these people are. Okay? And the phone kept cutting out, but finally I was able to get the information. He's the broker on my next load. And then he goes all through it and everything, and he's like, oh, you got to pick up, yep. And then he goes, okay, well, I see that you're checking, that you're clicking on macro point, and that's working, so we're tracking you. So when you arrive, can you just, and you're checked in, can you give us a call, and then we won't bother you anymore? I didn't say it to him, but I was just like, why do I have a tracking app on my phone, and then you need to call me, or I need to call you? What's the reason for having a tracking app? It makes no sense whatsoever. You know, I don't mind having a tracking app on my phone and stuff. I don't care. It does bother me a little bit, but if it keeps these people from calling and bothering me and texting me and stuff, I'm fine with it. But if you're going to have that, then why do you need to call me? You know? I don't get all that stuff. It drives me nuts. XPO is the worst. And I've actually had it out the last time I did an XPO load. I actually had it out with the lady. And I'm like, this is the most stupid thing. I says, you guys want me to connect on your app so you can track me. I says, you also text me, and then I have 2 branch offices calling me. Like here. Well, you know, the reason why we do that is because it's a refrigerated load. I said, what does that have to do with it? Well, we need to know a temperature. And I said, okay, my temperature's 90 degrees right now. And she was like, what? I said, exactly. You can't see the temperature. I'll tell you whatever I want to tell you. What's the difference of you constantly messing with me? You know, it's like they just don't have anything better to do than sit there and bother us. It drives me insane. To be perfectly honest, this is a rant going on right now. And to be perfectly honest with you, this is why I left JB Hunt. And when I called the boss man here, we had really no conversation. He had said to John over at JBD Travels a few times, he had said to him, you know, get Larry to drive for me. And John had talked to me a few times about it. And I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm fine here. I got good benefits, every blah, blah, blah. But it was the company bullcrap. The people sitting in the offices constantly bothering the truckers out there and these people have no idea what they're even talking about. And eventually it got to be too much. It just drove me insane. And so when I called up the boss here, the first thing I said to him, I said, hey, I heard that you want me to come work for you. And he said, yeah. And that was it. And I said, okay. I says, well, I'm looking at doing that. And I says, I just can't take it in here anymore. I said, I can't deal with all the company bullcrap. And I said, I just want to drive the truck. And he goes, yep, I hear you. And then I was like, okay, do you have a truck for me? He was like, yep. And I said, okay, do you want me to ride out with John out there? Yeah, that works great. He'll be there Friday. Ride out with him. That was the end of our conversation. I never even filled out an application. And you know, so I was kind of done with that, I thought, and stuff. But the thing is now I just deal with these brokers. And these brokers, they can be even worse than what it was working for JB Hunt. So, I don't know, it drives me nuts sometimes. And it's not all the brokers. Some of the brokers are pretty cool. There's some good brokers that we deal with too. Like the loads going on to Texas and stuff. A lot of times those are WL. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a fan of WL. I used to be leased out with them years ago and stuff. But we work with a woman there, and she's cool. She doesn't want to be messed around. She doesn't want a bunch of crap and everything else. She hires us to do the job, and she expects us to do a job, and we don't need to sit here and talk back and forth. And she says that. And basically, you call her to get the information. You give her your trailer number and all this stuff, what time you're going to show up, and you're good to go. And then when you get empty, she says, call me when you're empty. That's it. And you call her up, and she's like, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm in Fort Worth, empty, bill signed, everything's good. Cool, you're awesome. And she hangs up the phone. You know? So, I mean, we deal with a few other companies like that, too, that don't bother us. But some of these companies, man, I don't know what they think they're doing by doing all this and everything else. I guess they want to sit here and be on top of the load and stuff. But the thing is, if something does happen and I'm going to be late for her to pick up or whatever, and, you know, stuff like that has happened. And the thing is, you let the brokers know, and then when you show up to the shipper or receiver or whatever, and you're late, and you're like, hey, hopefully, you know, I was supposed to be here at 7, it's noon, hopefully they let you know, they said they were going to call you. I have never once had a shipper or receiver say, oh yeah, we got a phone call and we were told you were going to be late. They always say, we never heard anything. They never said a word. And then you're working. So, I don't know what the whole purpose of it is. I guess people sitting in an office, and I guess that's their job, is to sit there and type in, trucker says he's going to be there at 1:06 or something. I don't know. Gets irritating, though. It does irritate me. Oh well. But I am off to Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. I'm showing I'm going to arrive at 1:05 now. I got 96 miles to go, so I will catch you guys later. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night. They're watching this here video. If you're not, so you can change all that around. Try it again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.